People on social media are rehashing old interviews and video clips and things like that. In particular, things regarding Justin Bieber and Usher and stuff like that when it comes to Diddy, saying that this is like this is evidence that he did something to them and he did stuff to them. I just wanted to get your take because I know people have feelings on both sides. But when you see these older videos, what are your thoughts? Do you think it shows some sort of guilt, or do you think it's all innocent?
King son, man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah. He's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
I really believe they were victims at one time somehow. I'm not saying male on male, but even them being exposed to females that were over 18 years of age. When they being young, they were victims. I believe he exposed them to drug use at a young age. And I believe he exposed them to sexual activities with people that were older or at least adults. I'm not saying male or females, I don't know. But it's obvious, especially Justin Bieber, that he is terrified of Diddy. Want no part to do with Diddy. And it's unfortunate that he got exposed to that at that age. But that's the price that comes with fame, y'all. Those kids, we seen the situation with R. Kelly, where Sparkle now regrets what she allowed R. Kelly to do with her niece. But at the time, I truly believe she knew what was going on. And even as y'all saw, some of those parents, y'all have blamed the parents on the R. Kelly situation, on a lot of those situations. You can tell that the parents were kind of letting their kids let their hair down for the price of fame. And it worked for Justin Bieber and Usher. They both seemed to, got away from Diddy and seemed to be healthy. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, any female that Usher ever been with was always older than he was. And so that right there should be a sign. I don't know too much about Justin Bieber relationships, but I have seen pictures of Justin Bieber when Diddy's around. And if y'all can't tell that that's a victim, and somehow, then y'all radar antennas is not up, or you just being a sympathizer. And so that would be my only take. I hope like heck, and I don't believe that they would ever expose Diddy, just because it will have to expose things that they were subject to. And so a lot of people said they're going to be the ones and they're going to talk and all of that. Those two men have moved on with their life, have a great career, appears to have great relationships, and going to put all of this past them. That would be my take.
We talked about this a number of months ago, but obviously looking back at it now makes a little more sense. But what were your thoughts when Diddy was accepting that award a couple of months ago? I believe it was at a BET Awards. And this was before the lawsuits and all that stuff. And he said,
Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
He was apologizing, y'all. I keep trying to teach people and try to tell people that before lawsuits actually get filed, there's usually, in some cases, the attorneys have to put you on some type of notice that a lawsuit is about to be filed against you. And I believe negotiations and stuff like that was starting between Diddy and Cassie. But at some point they fell apart. Diddy seems to be a very, very arrogant person and don't believe fat meat is greasy. And he learned real quick. He probably, and it's obvious for a person to change their mind and fork up that type of money the next day. He was wanting to. He was very close to making that settlement, but either he was dragging his feet, thinking that he still had Cassie head like he used to have it, or that attorney was telling him, "We're going to win," or "We got you," or whatever. And that attorney was trying to get his last little bill paid or whatever, and those people filed on him at the last minute. Something happened. From that time in June or July till the time of November when she filed the lawsuit. In between that time, it was a breakdown somewhere. But that was his way of reaching out to her at that time. On that particular day, he was trying to, in his own way, apologize to Cassie and show her some type of love or respect. But he didn't show her enough respect or love because during that time, something broke down and the communication stopped and she spanked him hard. she spanked the shit out of him because I really don't believe all these people would have started and brought up all these lawsuits if Cassie lawsuit was never taken by attorneys, and then attorneys saw that, hey, he's selling this quick. His company's selling like this. This shit is true. And then attorneys start saying, hey, okay, we can prove this now. And then they starting to hear about the little rod tapes and stuff like that. Because there probably was rumors about it. We have this one particular victim. We'll get into that later. But I believe that's how she got this big, high, powerful attorney that she got. Once she was able to say, hey, it's a tape of this. It's a tape of this out there. And people started believing. So we just hearing about this in 2023. People around Diddy have been hearing about all of this stuff about 2022 that people were starting to complain about his actions. He didn't learn shit from it. he didn't learn. Because as we see from a lawsuit with Young Miami and the victim, that's claiming what they were doing. They did freakouts. They did those type of situations after the raids. I wouldn't even been able to eat after the raids. Not enough thinking about having some sex. But Diddy was. If we believe everything the victim said in her lawsuit.